One of the most important decisions you make in Satisfactory is the literal first decision of the game, and getting it wrong could be the difference between the hardest start and an absolute dream-based location. It's not something you want to get wrong. So to set you up for success, I decided to test every starter location with all random nodes and poll the Satisfactory community on their experience. And I'll go over some of the key factors that I found change the game at each location. Let's go. If you played Satisfactory before, you probably already have a favorite starting area, but random nodes completely flips the script. So instead of ranking locations traditionally, we're judging them based on how well they handle uncertainty. So the criteria we're going to try to use to compare these are: number 1, the resource density flexibility, so how many possible node spawns exist nearby. Number 2 is traversal and exploration, how easy is it to search for missing resources. And number 3 is early game survivability, how punishing is the terrain when RNG works against you. Starting off with the grassy fields. It's the suggested starter location by the developers for a reason. It is simple terrain with plenty of biofuel, low-level mobs that won't pose much of a threat in the early game, and collectibles that are within your grasp right from the start. There's plenty of water to the west of the biome, but you may have to be a bit more efficient if you're trying to rely on only the small lakes in the center. Even though in the base game the rarity of most of the nodes is impure, in random nodes the type of node and the rarity are both random. This means that node density matters much more, and the nodes in this area are pretty plentiful. Overall, this biome remains a strong choice to start off in for random nodes playthroughs, but is it better than the rocky desert? In this biome, the nodes are not as plentiful as the grassy fields, but there are a good cluster of them towards the western ocean. There's obviously plenty of water to use with these nodes if needed, and the space over the water can provide an open blank canvas for a starting factory. That being said, you are fairly limited on options if you're looking at node density. The number in this area is the lowest in the game. In addition, the mobs you'll face here are much more difficult than the grassy fields, and the collectibles are very difficult to obtain without either an MLG contract or a death wish. Overall, a pretty poor starting location choice, especially when compared with some of the other options, like the community favorite, the Dune Desert. It's fairly easy to see why this is a popular destination. The terrain is very open, with high visibility and easy maneuverability. The mobs are a little more difficult than the grassy fields, but fairly comparable in most areas. By far and away, the biome has the highest node density, which makes it pretty easy to find most everything you need right in one place. There is a good amount of water to the northwest aspect of the biome, with plenty of backup water on the northeast. The collectibles are fairly straightforward to obtain as well, and shouldn't be too much of an issue for experienced players. This is overall a strong choice for a starter location, but can it keep the crown in comparison to the last option, the Northern Forest? The Northern Forest is another popular starting location, especially in the base game. It happens to be my personal favorite in the regular game mode, with a clear abundance of biofuel, lower level enemies, and accessible collectibles. That being said, the node density isn't the best, coming in at 3rd overall when comparing all the locations. With how important node density is in comparing these starting locations, I can't say this is my favorite for the random nodes mode. So which one is? Well, based on my experience and personal preference, I lean towards the grassy fields. It's a great starting biome that has good node density and easy sloops and spheres. It also encourages me to branch out after I tackle what the area has to offer. When I play Satisfactory, I love to connect different parts of the world together in fun and interesting ways. Along with the usual base building, this aspect of the game gives me a lot of value as the player. By choosing grassy fields, I feel that I'm more inclined to go explore the other areas and connect the map as a whole, as opposed to just staying there the whole game. But most importantly, what do you think? How do the different locations appeal to your playstyle? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I got for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.